I can't wait to welcome you in a new video today, and you might have noticed I'm lit only by these lights. These are the CineTubes Hue series by CineLight, but also you might have noticed something else. I'm in a new studio, and that's why I'm so excited to start this very first vlog from this space. Are you ready? I am. We're gonna review the CineTubes Hue series right now. And here we are with the CineTubes Hue series. I've got 3 different LED lights. As you can see, I've got 2 right here and 1 at the background. These are RGB White LED lights. RGB White, what does that mean? It means they feature a dual CCT mode. And again, what's CCT? CCT stands for correlated color temperature. The big color lights usually have 2 different LEDs inside, 2 different colored LEDs, white and yellow. So we can reproduce the day light as well, and we can go from the yellow color to the white color, from warmer temperature to cooler temperatures. The tubes can work as a bicolor lights, but also as RGB, which means we can reproduce any colors and any shade of colors included in the light spectrum. Let's make that even clearer. The light, it can be natural, as when you are outside, but also artificial lights, like the lights I'm using right here in my studio, have a temperature, have a color. And this temperature is measured in Kelvin degrees. Let's make an example. When you are outside and you take a photo in the morning, and then you take the same photo in the evening, the 2 photos, even if the subject is exactly the same, those photos will have a different color, a different temperature. One might go towards the yellows and one towards the blue, because the time of the day was different and also the temperature of the light was different. The CineTubes have the technology to mix the RGB mode and also the bicolor mode, and that's why we have a dual CCT mode inside the lights. The standard CCT mode can cover from Kelvin 2500 to 6500, while the extended CCT mode can actually cover from 2000 to 10,000. Because of course the extended CCT mode is mixing the 2 LEDs modes. We can use the RGB LEDs together with the white and yellow LEDs. So it's gonna power up and enhance the brightness of the LEDs. But also means we can play with the colors and with the temperature of the light. We also have the option to add a tint to our light, of course towards the magenta or the green. Now before we carry on with some technical features, I want to cover the 3 LEDs lights I've got here, the tubes. And as you might see, I've got 3 different lengths, 3 different sizes. The first one, the small one here, is the 30 centimeters, and actually the dimension of the light gives the name to the light. So this is the Hue 30, this is 60 centimeters. The one you see at my back, that's 120 centimeters. I also want to say a big thank you to CineLight for sending me the samples over, because they're going to support, of course, my work and my channel. So thanks again. I hope this is going to be the start of a great collaboration. So I want to give you an overall comparison of the 3 different tubes I have. Let's talk about the power. The 30 centimeters, that gives a power of 10 watts. The 60 centimeters, this reaches 25 watts, and the 120, that's 50 watts. Let's talk about light output. The 30 centimeters has an output of 250 lumens at 1 meter away, and we're gonna get into that in a second. The 60 centimeters has an output of 500 lumens, and the 120 has an output of 700 lumens. The weight, we have 420 grams. The 60 centimeters goes to 700 grams and 1 kilo, 0.1 for the 120. Let's talk about battery life. The battery of the Hue 30 can last more or less 3 hours, and the other 2, the 60 and 120, it can go more or less to 4 hours. And last but not the least, we have 99 euros for the 30, then we go to 199 for the 60, 279 for 120. By the way, all the links in the description, go and check CineLight. They have great products, definitely recommend it, go and check it out. Now, when we talk about lumens, it's not very clear how bright the light actually is. So I want to give you an example. I'm gonna turn my studio lights off and I'm gonna just keep the CineTubes Hue 30 on, just to give you an idea on how bright that is. So let me turn these off, and that's it. This is the CineTubes Hue 30, and let me actually, this is 20% of the power, and I'm gonna light myself up to give you an idea. So I'm gonna dim the light up. This is 50%, and also I'm gonna guide you through my settings, my camera settings, for you to understand how bright this is. This is 100%, and my camera settings are 24 frames per second, the shutter speed 1/48 of a second, the ISO is 400 because I want to keep the noise as low as I can, and I can't really look into the light without getting blinded by it. So it's pretty bright. I would say you can actually use it to light yourself up for a studio as well. So if you want to use it as a studio light, it's definitely powerful enough. So let's turn the lights on once again, and I'm gonna dim this down to 20%. That's how low it was. So shall we talk about other features of the tubes? Of course we are. And this is the first one I want to talk about. This is the controller. With the controller, I can actually set the same channel on the 3 lights and control the 3 lights through one device. The runtime of the battery is 6 hours, and you can charge it simply by a micro USB. So if I want to dim the lights down, I can just go here and dim up or down the lights together at the same time without actually standing up. I can also change the colors of the lights at once and change the dim again, and also the saturation. So great tool. And from here, actually, I'm gonna talk to you about the other features. I've got the CCT mode. This once again reproduces the daylight. We can go from warmer temperature, so 2500, up to 6500. As you can see, this is whiter and a bit cooler. Then we have the HSI mode that can reproduce all the hues of the color spectrum. And here, literally, I can choose any hue and shade of color I want. So it goes from the red, so yellow, green, we go towards the blues, and so on. So that's a 360 degrees hue dimmer. I go back to my original orange. As you can see, it's gonna match with my With You hoodie. By the way, go and check my clothing brand down here. From these settings, once again, I can change the dim, I can dim it up or down, and the saturation as well. Then we can go to RGB. The RGB mode, this is the extended CCT I was talking about. From here, we can choose the temperature of the light. So we can choose the white or yellow. I can start with the yellows and I dim them up. And also I can make it whiter now just by changing the options. You can see it's very bright. And from here, we can also add the RGB colors, so red, green, or blue, and really customize the light as we want it to. So if you had a particular color you have in mind, maybe your brand's color, you can just choose the RGBs from here and just make your personalized color and temperature. Now, the next feature we're going to talk about are the effects. So another simple button through which you can recreate impressive and very dynamic scenes. Let's check some of them out. You can just go to Effect, and I'm going to reproduce the candle effect. Gentle and soft, like a candle. There you go. The light is just flickering softly. Then we can go back and choose, for example, the club lights. Oh yeah, disco time! And then we can go back. Guess what that is? I mean, we have more than 30 different effects built in every light. And once again, with a single controller, you can input the same effect to all the lights connected on the same channel. Let's talk about the build of the lights. And each body has actually been built by a single piece of die-cast aluminum. The lights have been on for an hour at least as I'm filming this vlog, this review, and the temperature didn't change, so no overheat at all. They're not even warm, to be honest. And of course, the tubes are silent, so there's no noise, no fan, nothing. It's just a passive cooling system. The facade design at the extremities of each tube prevent the tube to roll over if used on a smooth surface like this table, for example. So you can literally place the light here and the light will stay in position without rolling over. Very useful. You can also use the lights standing. At the right hand side of the tube you will find a 3/8 inch screw, so you can hang the light from the ceiling or attach it to a tripod. You'll also find the power input and all the buttons to go through the settings and the different modes and effects. Let's talk about some of the accessories you can find on the CineLight website for your tubes. And actually, let's start from the cases. As you can see, I've got two different cases. This is the one for the 60, the Hue 60. This is the one for the 30. I'm gonna open it up and show you what you can also find on the website. This is nice and tiny. I love it because for traveling, I think this is gonna be one of my to-go lights. Now on the website, you can find different types of support for your lights, including these Hue clips. This is a magnetic one, so you can just attach it to any metal surface and put your light right here. But also you can find something similar with a thread at the end, at the extremity. And once again, this is a 3/8 inch screw. So you can just screw it as I've done on my furniture over there. You can find waterproof cases. This is the one for the 30, the Hue 30. It will fit inside there and you can use it underwater. I mean, how cool is that? It comes with a string as well. The charger, of course, to charge your battery. And there's a tiny string here, so you can attach it at the end of the tube. And also, this is interesting. This is a soft grid, so you can direct the light a bit better. You can just light your light inside and direct the light in a better way. You can find the different sizes as well for the different lights. About other accessories, you will have stands as well, like the one I've got on the table, with different supports with Hue clips. So this is a dual light, and the one I've got right there is a single one. You'll find Hue clips also for 4 different lights if you want to create a bigger setup. And I guess that's all in terms of technical stuff. I just want to give you my personal opinion about the lights, and to be honest, I enjoyed so much playing with this in the last couple of hours and the last day actually. I can see these lights being used by product photographer or food photographers and videographers in a studio environment as I am right now, so I can't wait to actually make another video on how to light up a subject for photography just with a tube. So stay tuned on this channel and consider to subscribe right now because this video is coming out very soon. Also, if you need a light for traveling, the 30, the CineTube Hue 30, I can really see it in my backpack and being carried with me the whole time, because look at this. That's all you need. You have the light, you have the soft grid as well. You can just put a stand or use it on a tripod, so you don't need any extra supports, and you're ready to go. So for now, I definitely recommend these lights, not just because I'm collaborating with the brand. We actually just started to collaborate, but they're really good product, and they're solid, and they can do a very good job. So what I usually say is to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and to check my video making courses on my website, link down here or in the description card. And stay tuned because once again, a lot of content is coming your way. Thanks for watching.
Seems all good times come and go.